Hi there, Chris from TotallyEV, and here we're doing a dedicated audio review of the Kia EV6. If you'd like a detailed review of the vehicle itself, do check it up on your pop banner, down description below, or indeed in the pinned comments. Now, the model that we have on review is the GT line, and very much like the Air trim level, you get a 6-speaker audio setup only, and there's no means of upgrading, at least not at the time of filming. Here you've got woofer drivers found within each of the 4 doors, and tweeters found towards the front of the cabin, whereby they're positioned within the front mirror triangles. Now, if you go for the GT Line S, or for example the top spec GT trim, you get a 14-speaker Meridian audio system, which further bolsters the overall number of drivers within the cabin, but more fundamentally adds a subwoofer in the boot. We'll get into a little bit more detail about the audio configuration of the latter system in our written review, so do check it out down in the description below, or indeed, as you guessed it, in the pinned comments. Now, for you to tinker around with your audio configuration and indeed the audio drivers, you'll have to navigate through the appropriate menu on your 12.3-inch infotainment system. Now, here I have left the treble at 0, added 2 notches to the mid-range and 3 notches to the bass EQ. Of course, your settings might differ from mine, so if you do have the EV6 and you are quite into your audio, I'd be intrigued to hear your own audio settings down in the comment section below. Now, for you to connect up to the infotainment system, you can use Bluetooth, where the lowest quality SBC and AAC codecs are supported only, whereby the higher fidelity aptX, aptX HD and LDAC codecs are not supported. Nevertheless, if you are an audiophile or someone who's really interested in the overall audio fidelity of your music playback, you'll want to plug it in. And here, thankfully, the EV6 supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in a wired format. But note, at the time of filming, wireless connection to these systems are not supported. Now, before moving on to an audio demo, I should just quickly reference cabin noise, and using a sound meter, I noted 36 dBA at a standstill, 55 to 57 dBA while driving at roughly 20 to 30 miles an hour. Driving at 40 miles an hour, this moved up to 61 to 64 dBA, and driving at 70 miles an hour, this was at 70 to 74 dBA. While it's not too bad, it's not as serene as the likes of the Tesla Model 3, which still reigns supreme in this department. Now, with that aside, let's go on to a sound demo. I'll be placing the camera and microphone in 4 separate positions and playing back a track. The track in question is from Priya J and is titled Falling.
I'm not quite sussed it yet. When I reach the brink, don't stop to think. I always think, and now thing is my imagination. This is constantly racing 1,000 miles ahead. I'm living in my own mind, but it's floating. I'm always hoping. But when I reach the brink, don't stop to think. I always think, and
Now, I appreciate an audio demo over YouTube is never ideal, so let's get on to my subjective opinion. Now, what I will say over here is that this 6-speaker audio configuration that does not have a subwoofer does lack that sub-bass extension, and therefore, in comparison to systems that do have a dedicated subwoofer systems, say for example the premium audio system within the Tesla Model 3, or for example the Polestar 2, you'll find that these systems do a far better job of pronouncing that low-end extension, and that's truthfully due to the fact that they have a subwoofer. Now, of course, the Meridian audio system will counteract this. In other words, it does also have a subwoofer, so you might want to consider that if you are really a bass head. Now, regardless of these systems, the overall mid-bass response is actually pretty punchy and pretty hearty. So much so that I actually added 3 notches to the bass EQ in order to bolster that mid-bass frequency a little bit more. Be it at the front or at the rear of the cabin, I was left excited, and I definitely think it will suffice for a lot of consumers. Now, as for the mid-range, it does get a little bit veiled and a bit odd sounding when you do go past about 3 notches on the mid-range EQ, but with 2 notches added on to the equalizer function through the infotainment system, I found that it was bringing vocals a little bit more to the foreground. So therefore, I really do suggest for those people who are sitting in the EV6 for the first time to potentially adjust this setting more than any other setting, because it will bring in the vocals a little bit more rather than making them sound completely drowned out and recessed. Nevertheless, in comparison to other audio systems out there on the market, namely from the likes of the Tesla, the BMW or the Polestar alternatives, the EV6 cannot compete, and very much like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which had a lackluster performance in the mid-range department. Here I will say that it's not exactly its forte. Now as for the highs at the front of the cabin, they extend pretty well thanks to the inclusion of those tweeters, although at the rear of the cabin the sort of excitement that one would attain isn't quite there. Now as for the Soundstage, it should be mindful that here you are limited to 6 audio drivers, and it's no surprise here that instrument separation, the overall width and depth does take a hit, and as a result it truly can't compete with the standard or premium audio systems that found within the Tesla Model 3 or the Harman Kardon audio systems found within the Polestar 2 or indeed the BMW i4. Now, what I'm trying to say over here and what I'm really trying to convey is that the average consumer will personally be fine with the EV6's audio performance, but for those audiophiles and those potentially who are interested about the audio system, and that's potentially why you've come to this review, you might be left a little bit disappointed, specifically in comparison to what else you can find out there in the market. Now, you should be mindful that if you do have the money to spend, and of course you get a lot of extra other features, you might want to consider the GT Line S trim within the Kia EV6, because it'll give you 13 speakers within the cabin and a 14th, in other words, a subwoofer in the boot, thanks to the Meridian audio configuration. Now, we'd be intrigued to hear your thoughts of the stock or indeed the Meridian audio system down in the comment section below. And if you've liked this independent detailed review and want to see more from the channel, definitely do drop a like, subscribe and hit that bell notification, all of which would be greatly appreciated. As such, I've been Chris from TotallyEV, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.